Stick with the Sycamores, who had 3 different guys play all 40 minutes against the Bradley Braves. One of them, freshman guard Micah Thomas, who ISU will look to lean on as they navigate through Valley play. Here's a closer look.
Coaching is trying to help guys play in a way that brings out the best in everybody. So we got to find a way to let Micah, do what he does best.
Really trying to focus on, doing whatever the team needs, whatever it is, no matter if it's scoring, assisting, being there, rebounding, all of it. The team's going to need it, and we got to be willing to do it if you want to be, if you want to come out on top. So
Micah Thomas is showing he's ready to do whatever Coach Schertz needs. The freshman from Oklahoma City playing all 40 minutes against Bradley, finishing with 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists.
When things got hard, I think we focused in even more on that, and I came together as more of a team and tried to pull it out and stay focused.
Coach Schertz credits a meeting with Micah and his father over the holiday break as a big reason why for his recent success.
He came back from Christmas break, I think, a little bit rejuvenated. We had some talks when he was back in Oklahoma, and myself and Mike and his dad. And, I think that, not the talks, obviously, I don't know, I'm not that motivating, but, I think he kind of got a chance to fill his cup back up. As a freshman, sometimes you get a little tired middle of the season. It's been a grind. He hit a wall and wasn't practicing as well, wasn't preparing as well. I think he came back and he looked rejuvenated when he returned.
I don't think we give him enough credit, especially, like the way, what we call sticking with the grind and sticking with it. And, particularly Mike was playing pretty well at the beginning of the year. Had a stretch of a game or two, or, might have not have been there, but it didn't change him. He stayed the path, he stayed grinding, he stayed where he knew what he needed to do to be able to come, and play in games like these. And, his production's always been there. You knew he could always do it.
Now the Sycamores will lean on Thomas to feed other guys as they navigate the rest of the season.
But hopefully this is a springboard for him. I think he's one of the best, guards. I don't know all the freshman guards in the league, but he's got to be up towards as good as any.
Even rebounding-wise, I tried to focus on helping my teammates crashing down, being physical and just trying to get in there and scrap.